Hey everybody, this is Alessandro. Welcome back to my channel. So last time I made a tutorial where I was talking about how to improve the contact in your animation when you do a fighting sequence, how to really add physicality to your animation. And today, what I want to discuss with you, I want to analyze this short movie. Probably you saw this one on YouTube in the sense that it's a very famous challenge. They do a lot of really fighting cool action sequence. Really love it. I watch it many times. But sometimes one of the things that I like to do when I watch some of this movie, what I like to do is to analyze those sequence and thinking about it. Okay, if was animation, if this was animated, how can, as animator, push certain things in order to make it more readable, to make them more exaggerated, more fun, or just to sell a little bit more the physicality, even though I want to maintain some kind of realistic style, right? Because in live action, guys, you probably know the actor use a lot of tricks, a lot of camera movement in order not to really punch in the face for real, right? But in animator, we don't have to worry about those things, and we can kind of optimize things, and we can do basically virtually whatever we want, right? So for example, if you go here in this section, you realize how the character is actually striking the opponent here, right? As we talked about last time in the other video, you notice how the contact here happened exactly like this in the middle, right? So normally if this was animated, all right, what I would have done, I would have normally push a lot more this part here, right? Really push the arm higher, okay? Make sure always the somehow the head is always visible, right? And at the same time, you see how the character is moving in the center here, right? And it kind of kills a little bit the action if you're moving at the same time. So what I would have done, I would have maybe staged this character already in this direction, right? With the weapon, with the arm somehow already visible here, right? And keep them along this angle, because during the moment where the character kind of is descending down here, right, you don't want to move this part of the body, right? It's going to reduce the impact, right? And as we talk about it, when you're coming down, you don't want to have the impact right here, but you just want to pop on the next frame. And so here again, one more time, what I would have done, really push the arm action here, right? And really push the arm down here, right? Really push it here, right? And the other character, which is around here, right, is kind of bending or whatever, his arm should have been pulled down here, right? So you see, if you're going now from this one to this one, you see how the contrast is immediately more obvious, if you know what I mean, right? Same stuff here where the character kind of blocks it here, it hits like under the armpits and then it's coming down, right? You see, this is really cool. You see how the arms really go down? Again, I would have pushed it a lot more in the sense that you have here the nice straight arm, okay? So you have that kind of the body here, and this is like a very cool anticipation. Very well, it's gonna look like a very animated this sequence, right? But when it's coming down, push it even further the shoulder, right? Boom, do it around here, and the kind of body, being dragged even more, right? And this one even higher. Maybe this one could have been bended even more, right? And this one could have been even pushed even more down, okay? See what I'm doing is blocking right here. It's putting down the arms here, right? Look at the difference, you see? Can you see? That's the important part. When you see the contrast, even just between the two key poses, right? When you feel like the contrast is working, right? That's definitely you are on the right track. I love this punch, by the way, right? If you go frame by frame, you can see obviously that it's not real, but overall his reaction was really, really cool. Like as we talked about last time, right? His body should have been ideally already here, right? When it's punching, right? And you should go from almost from these poses here, right? Where the head is here, right? Boom, to this one, right? Very quickly. You need to do this kind of snap very, very quickly, right? So this is another great thing, right? It's doing this fly kick here. Really love the anticipation, the compression, right? Okay, this reference, by the way, is already fantastic, really good. But this one, you can push a lot more. You see the line of action here? You can exaggerate this one a lot more. And then when you do this one, right? See here when you want the this stretch in here, right? And you want to go all the way back, right? And this one, again, this one now you can go to the opposite side. Maybe the head kind of spinning down, right? See the difference? Can you feel the contrast, the compression, or how it is a lot more exaggerated compared to the reference, and how much is working, right? Obviously, very difficult to do in live action, or maybe almost impossible. I don't know. But in animation, that's the beauty, right? We can push it as much as we want. See, these are other things where you guys can improve things. You see when as soon as they do the hit right here, they immediately part way, right? So they immediately go in separate way. So again, it's great for speed and choreography, but this one make the physicality kind of lack a little bit. If this one somehow would carry on a little bit more, right? Keeping the contact here, you know, maybe keeping this arm being dragged down a little bit more and the arm still being here, right? In a way, right? You will feel the contact a lot more, right? Yeah, see even here from this kick here, if you're going from this one, okay, let's do that like here. Let's assume you want to push it, right? Or you want to push it really all the way. Again, right now, you know, the actor here is actually has to kind of jump up and down in order to exaggerate, right? But if you're considering the reverse on the line of action of the spine, right? When you're hitting that way, your line of action will kind of bend like this, right? So what you can do is to go to the opposite here and push it a lot more here and being a lot more on the other side, right? See the reverse in the curve, or really make the contrast really effective, right? So this is another section for me where, as animator, I will make it really clear where the character is being shot, right? Because at the moment it's very difficult to see where, and there is not so much contrast in my opinion here. So what I would have done, me personally, as animator, obviously, I'm not criticizing the live action here, right? But as animator, if I have to compose these things by myself, right? First of all, I would have moved the character here in this position, right? And I would have kept this one. I think that is very important here for the next part. That is gonna bend it forward, right? This is gonna play an important role because when it's throwing it. So here what I would have done, I would have went reverse and hit the guy in the head, okay? I would have done something like this, okay? And having the knife really here, really make it really clear, right? And now as you can see one more time, you're going from this one here, right? Boom, okay? You see you're going from one arc to the other, all right? So with this video today, I wanted to show you how do I like to analyze video reference, even when sometimes I cruise the internet and I see something that I like. What do I study? How do I think in terms of pushing the action and pushing the physicality as animator? Again, it's important distinction between animation and live action here, right? And this is something I like to do on a weekly basis because it helped me to push my skill, getting new ideas, see how to push, improve physicality even more, right? Sometimes even studying poses and stuff like that, study choreography. And this is something I always recommend because it's always important. Keep studying and keep getting inspired by anything that you can find online, movie, and stuff like that. Okay, guys? I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time. Ciao, guys.